Hey channel, Fernando from SkyFi Audio. Another month has blown by. It is now second week of July, and as customary, I'm going to go over all the new arrivals for the last month. It's going to be about a 15 to 20 minute video. I'm going to talk about amps, preamp speakers, cars, and maybe a watch or two. So hang on tight and enjoy the video. Before we jump in, I noticed a lot of you are not subscribers to our channel, about more than 30%. So I would really appreciate it if you could just click the like and subscribe. It'll help keep us motivated and keep us bringing you these great videos. That way we know it's worth taking the time to make them for you. So let me jump right in. First and foremost, this is absolutely a killer piece. This is a system from SAE from the 1970s. I'm going to do a separate video on this. It's 4 pieces: amplifier, preamp, tuner, and equalizer, including one of my absolute favorite tuners with a cool Nixie display and an oscilloscope. Exactly what you'd want in a tuner. So probably about another week or so, I'm going to dive deep into this particular system and feature it in one of our killer system videos. It took us a bunch of weeks to restore these and get them back to beautiful shape. And we just happened to have a pair of Bose 901s from the similar period that we thought looked cool with it. So not ready to talk about these, but come back soon. Subscribe, that way you'll know when this video hits. All right, back here, this Eggleston speakers. These arrived with rotted woofers, as they all do. They have foam woofers, and there's actually 2 woofers inside of the cabinet. It's isobaric system, so they're 2 pretty large woofers. A total of 4. We restored them, cleaned up the cabinets. This is one of my favorite speakers. Not exactly this model, but I've had one that was slightly taller. I don't recall the exact model. Had it years ago at my house for about 9 months, and I really dug it. And sure enough, we fired these up yesterday, and it's got the same sweet mid-range that I remember. So these will be listed this Friday, actually tomorrow. All right, over here we've got a really cool Crown EQ2 equalizer, also vintage piece, a beautiful piece of Resi Pro Audio gear, vintage, really neat piece. All right, moving over this way. Let me see. Okay, this is a Technics SL1100 direct drive turntable, an early model from Technics of direct drive. Really sweet piece, heavy construction, very well built. It came to us with a questionable arm, so I took off the arm, verified all the electronics, and put a upgraded Riga tone arm, which is a great addition to this, sort of bringing a little more modern touch to a vintage turntable, as you've seen me do before. Turned out great. I'm pretty pleased with it. We did lose the lifter, obviously, because I was not able to integrate the lifter into the Riga arm, but it's tracking really well, and the platter is spinning just precisely. So it was worth the build time. It's got a really neat removable arm board as well. All right, here looks like a pair of Lafayette, an amp and a preamp. Not quite sure what's up with these yet. Oh, just finished this guy, a Marantz 5420 tape deck. Wasn't sure it was going to be worth my effort, but it sure was. I was actually pretty pleased with the results and the performance of the machine. I did a light service, some belts, lubrication, and it turned out really nice. It's a cool looking piece in an odd form factor for a tape deck, but I'm glad I did it and saved it from the garbage dump. This came from a client of ours. So a real piece. I wish I had it plugged in, because the meters are really cool how they light up. All right, moving over this way. Let's see our, these just dropped off, 30.2 from Harberth's 40th anniversary in a titanium eucalyptus finish. Real cool speaker. Big fan of Harberth, as with all sort of British inspired thin wall speakers. I see there's a cool little tag on it that says that these have WBT posts on them. So these won't be listed Friday. This is going to take me a little bit longer. I want to enjoy these a bit. So probably next week you'll see these online. Looks like there's a receiver here waiting to go out. This is our long-term testing bench. And we've got a Luxman here that's sold. Probably doing last final pre-shipping testing, as we do with many of our pieces. Moving on to Bay 2. On the McIntosh system, the C1100 sold, and I happen to have another one, so we plugged it right back in its spot. This is one of the best preamps ever made. It's a two-piece preamp, superseded now by the C12000, I believe, which has quite a bit of a lead time on it. So if you're looking for a super high-end McIntosh preamp, this is your best bet. But keep in mind, this has to be picked up in store. We can't ship these items. And also I've noticed I've got an MT5 turntable. I just heard that there is about a 9-month lead time on one of these if you want a brand new. And we've got one right here in like new condition. So again, it's got to be local pickup. So if you're in the area looking for an MT5, this is probably your best bet. All right, swinging over this way. On the speaker front, these McIntosh XR100s, we just finished these, or just about finished these. We've got a display in the front that we've got to deal with. Other than that, they're just about ready to go. Probably be another 2 weeks. I know there's a few of you that inquired about these, and please be patient, but they're almost there. The Wilson Tiny Tots with the subwoofers. These were featured 2 weeks ago, and they are listed now. All right, Kronos integrated amplifier. This is the Magnum Kronos. Real nice integrated amp. I think our technician really dug this piece. It's got a neat form factor. This will go on this Friday. We've got a set of Paradigms in these aluminum cabinets with a matching subwoofer. These were listed last week, so they're up on our website. Oh, these are worth mentioning. These Spendor S3/5. Again, my love for British thin wall speakers. Wonderful mini monitor as well. Haven't made much progress on this restoration. I've got one of the grills done, but not the other. Just can't find the time to finish it. Let's circle over this way. Oh, this is worth mentioning. This is a Rotel Michi tuner. It's incredibly well built. Really rare to find. But if you're looking for an FM tuner, it's a really nice piece. All right, let's go to the bench. These just came in. Don't know much about it, but maybe some of you guys can leave me a note on the comments. So I've got a, let's see, it's a music reference RM5 MK2. This is what a lot of things look like when they come to us. It's a tube preamp. Don't know a single thing about it, but it's tubes, it's a preamp, it's well made. We're going to put some effort into it. And these are Matson Audio Reference System. These look like a set of crossovers. We don't have any matching speakers, but I'm curious what speakers this would have gone with. So if you know, please leave in the comments. And then finally, here is a Precision Audio. Actually, no, that's not the brand. I think this is also a music reference amplifier. Don't know much about it, but we sure will in a couple of days. Circling back this way to the shop, or to the repair area. Almost done with this Tandberg TD820 SE. It's wonderful reel-to-reel. I've done all the mechanical stuff. Now I just got to do final calibration. Probably going to be another week before this one's ready to roll. And nothing on my bench. And on the repair queue, we're almost done restoring this modern SAE system. Not modern, we're talking maybe 1980s. We've got the preamp ready, the amplifier, and the cassette deck. Now we just got to do the equalizer, and then we'll be able to feature. It'll be a nice contrast to show you this particular series of SAE compared to the vintage one I showed you earlier in the video. So hang tight for that. KSA200S, waiting on parts. And this EQ has been a big hit. We've had 3 of these that have sold all very quickly. I know we're waiting on parts for this as well. It's a Mark 17B. All right, up on the lift, we've got Elliotts E46 M3. This one is up on our website if you're interested. This was just completed full restoration, including a respray. It's a low mileage West Coast car. Absolutely beautiful condition. Everything's been sorted and dealt with. This is up on our website as well. I don't know if you know, but we've got a category in their vehicles. If you go into our collections, where you'll see these and a few other vintage BMWs, Vintage-y, or let's call this neo-vintage. All right, and it looks like we're getting ready to put a Dynon exhaust on it, which is sitting right here. It's quite a heavy job, so it's a 2-man job. So this will get in probably this week. All right, circling around, let me see what I missed. Oh, speaking of cars, out here on the street is a 540i sport wagon, also a really rare piece, one of 182 in the country. This is also listed on our website if you're a BMW fan. I love saloons. This is the best E39 saloon made, the top dog at 540i. So if you're interested, have a look. And let's see, for you time lovers or watch piece aficionados, you always ask me, well, what was I wearing today? Well, I'm wearing an IWC Aquatimer. This is a great summer watch. It's a titanium bracelet, inner rotating bezel. Not a very expensive piece, but I've always loved this piece, especially in the summer months when you're out of the water. All right, I think that wraps it up. You can visit us online at skyfiaudio.com and subscribe to our newsletter on our website. We send an email blast every Friday with 15 to 20 new items where you can see what I've just showed you and many, many more things. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave any comments on any of the equipment you've seen below, and I'll be sure to get to them. I answer 100% of the comments. Either I do or Elliot does. So please engage with us if you'd like.